Hi, I wanted to make a video about the uses of my Pocket Toolbox. I already done one and it's quite long, it's a half hour long because this multi-tool, this toolbox, a Pocket Toolbox, I have over 60 uses and it's very hard to mention all, and that it's actually the reason I do this video. So when somebody asks me what is this thing do, I can show them this video, and I will sure that I can show them most of the things are doing they are here. So this is a 3D printed product designed by me. In the last 3 years it was improved a lot, and usually I carry it with the multi-tool. Is staying in a pocket, either a pocket on my backpack or a jeans pocket. If I need it, I will pull it out with this draw lanyard. It's a pocket clip here. I draw it out of the pocket of the backpack and put it in my jeans pocket, or put it on the place where I work, so I can work with it. Again, this is in conjunction with a multi-tool, and you will see that it's a few things that are actually useful for the multi-tool. So I have 4 of them with different colors, usually, which are spread around, and I will use few of them actually to make this video much faster. So in order not to assemble all the tools are going, I will show you things which are already assembled. So what is in this multi-tool? So this multi-tool, it's actually formed by 2 compartments. So the front compartment with the cover and the core part, and the back compartment again with the cover and the compartment inside. And also it have 2 rails on the side, and on that rails are actually installed few things which I will show you. First, I can unscrew this and take off the things here, and actually be put a few other things depending on what I need on that multi-tool. So on the rails, first it's a flashlight which it can work. It's very powerful. It's have 600 lumens, and on this side it have many other lights. One of them is flashing red, which I can actually attach to another thing I printed, which is a reflector, and will flash red light hanged by the backpack if I go on the street or somewhere where I have to be visible from distance. And also it have white light, it have UV light, so I can read the markings on the hidden written on the numbers of the inventory on my stuff. Yeah, so I have the inventory written with the hidden ink, which is visible with the UV light, as you see here. And also it's have a very powerful magnet, which I can use to actually stick this light to somewhere, so it will illuminate the work zone where I work with the rest of the tool without holding the flashlight in my hands. Another thing here is it's a spray. This is a spray with a cup. At the moment I have a WD-40 to clean the glue from labels and everything, rust and a lot of things. But when you will see this box, you might actually see it with a battery of drippers like this. There will be 4 drippers which are still in development instead of this spray here. And these are used actually to have a small liquid here, like WD-40, isopropanol, white vinegar for cleaning the contacts, the electrical contacts, or oil for oiling the joints on the multi-tool, and this is used just to squeeze this plastic tube, and that will make a few drops to actually drop from here. And in this way I'll use this, but it will be a battery of 4, or I will see, I will develop the support for this, which are multicolor, so I will know what liquid is inside. On this side here, I will leave this aside for a moment. I have a bit which is, it can work inside of this or inside of the multi-tool. Is done by some guy or a company from US, that it can be used as multimeter, very primitive one. So when you put this and you make contact on the battery on the 2 poles, it will start to flash a light, and depending on how many flashes you have from different of 2 colors, you will know that one color you will have the voltages depending on the flashes, and on the other color you have the number after the dot after the comma, so the decimal of volts, depending on how many times the other color is flashing. And also you can measure the temperature. I don't use it too much because I don't trust it so much, to be honest. It could be good, but I don't trust it because it's have a battery inside, and you don't know if that battery is dead or not. You have to remember what is meaning that flashing, and yeah, it's good in emergency, but I usually don't use it. The other uses for this part, these 2 parts on the rail here, are actually to hold 3 elastic bands. Let's take it off from this side here. So there are 3 elastic bands with plenty of uses. There are 2 types of elastic bands. One type is more finer, and one is more heavy duty. Plenty of uses for that. I will not mention that here. So the flashlight, the elastic bands, this. Now, what is this? This is a ratcheting screwdriver bit from Leatherman. Adapter, yeah, so screwdriver adapter. And this is a thing that I have a patent for it. It's a multi-handle that at one end it can take any kind of 6mm hexagonal bit, yeah, or bit adapter usually. It can take it like this, or it can work as a T-handle in this conjunction, and I can use it like this. So usually I use it with this Leatherman screwdriver, ratcheting screwdriver, and in order to be more stable for the operations I do on this side, which I will show you in a minute, I have a stabilization screw here, so when I tie this screw, it will hold this in place. So at the moment it's just held there by a magnet, but when I tie this, will not come out, so I can use it as a screwdriver for as a handle for the other side, and I will not be scared if you will do like this when I will be using force pull. On this one I have a small bubble level, spirit level, depending on how it's called in your area. It's just for small jobs. We will definitely not install a ceiling with this. It will be just to install a picture on a wall, or I don't know, few things very small, or just to measure how straight it's your car where it's staying at that point. On this side, here it's actually where the patent is coming. This side here, it can accommodate the scalpel type of blades. Yeah, so if you take this screw out, you can put the scalpel blades here and put the screw back, untie it. I usually use this, which are not medical scalpels. They are actually scalpels used in multi-tools, but you can use any scalpels. but on this side it can use a lot of things. So I can show you, it can use any cylindrical small thing. Here I have a machining sewing needle to sew. Here I have a heavy duty blade, the one which is actually much thicker, like here, not the normal ones, it's more thicker here. Or it can be used in conjunction with I have here a T-shank file from Leatherman, what you see here, and if I put it here, I have this geometry that will give me exactly 17 degrees angle, not between this and this. Actually, it will allow me to sharpen the blade on multi-tool like this at 17 degrees angle. And it can take a lot of things here. I will show you on the part course of this presentation here. So this is what it's outside. You will see this multi-handle along the entire video, because this is very important part of this multi-tool. So on the front, I have here 12 bits from Leatherman, double-sided bits. They are all presented with the dimensions upwards, with the painting to give a contrast to dimensions. And also here I have another double-sided bit, the 13 one, which is have a tip to break the glass if you need it. Never use it. I hope I never need it. Underneath there I just put it like that. It's a part of measuring tape. Yeah, it's just a small part, and I will show you. I have a dimension in here, but because of the resolution of the printer, it's only a bit from 5 to 5 millimeters, and if I need a measurement much more finer than 5 millimeters, I have this measuring tape that I can put here and actually have 1 millimeter resolution. Yeah, and that I hold it somewhere here under the bits. Now on this side I have a maintenance brush. If I take out that brush here, I will take it out from the other tool, from the other box. This maintenance brush is also designed by me. It's printed with flexible filament, and this have a hard core inside to keep it steady. This can be used inside of the screwdriver adapter instead of one of the screwdriver bits. It can be used like this, or by hand, by alone. It's done so thin that it's actually going inside of this just as a bit, as you can see here. So it's made to have the same geometry on this part and to be exactly the same dimension, the same dimension here, so we can enter the one of the bit slot. But in this version I actually have one in the front. And why I keep so much this brush, it's actually because it can enter some of the spaces of the multi-tool. As you can see, is fitting exactly this space here, so I can clean the multi-tool inside. And also I have this end here actually that I can use to clean up the gunk. Like this is kind of eraser, because this is an elastic, it's a flexible part. Yeah, so I have the brush, I have the file as I show you here. It's a file from Leatherman. It's a rougher side and the diamond side, which I usually use to sharpen the blades on my multi-tool or other things. Yeah, if you have some rough edges, even if you will not work with what I'll show you, the boring tool, I can blunt and that part with this part of the file. I also have two blades here. So one is a progressive blade, that a T-shank blade, which are all working on this side. Yeah, so they have this same T-shank geometry, so they can go inside instead of this file here, and I can use it as a handle, complete handle to cut things. So I have a progressive file, and then underneath there I have also Bosch metal file, and also what you see here is just a wire put like this, a wire like this. It's a thin wire covered with a plastic cover with a plastic sleeve, and this is the material. Because I have a multi-tool with me, I can make any shape from this, and depending on what I need. So this is just the material here. Underneath of the file, I also have two cable ties, as you can see here, which they have a small pocket underneath, so they can hold the heads of them, and also another material cover with plastic, the one material which is used actually to tie the bags at their ends. It's a material that usually I use to hold some excess cable. I just put it in a loop and tied it with this, and when I come home I replace that with the new one. Underneath this I will show you in a minute, but here first I have a Victorinox pen, which is a pressurized pen, so this is mean I can write in all the position and will not drip in time. And also here I have a Victorinox tweezers, which I use quite a lot. Yeah, they are small tweezers. If I am on the working space, as you can see, I have a more serious tweezers, but on the go I can use these tweezers. And underneath these two things here, what I showed you until now, I will show you. I will not take this out, I will just show you on the other toolbox here. So I have two shims. I just dropped one of them. I have two shims, one 1 millimeter thick and one 0.7 millimeter thick, that it's used for the T-shank adapter, which are in these multi-tools, because if the blade is thinner it will rattle. So I have these adapters to fill out that extra space and the blade will not rattle. That way this box, it's actually done as a companion. Initially it was done as a companion for this multi-tool, but in time is developed to actually work as a standalone. Here is the shim. It's done to work as a standalone toolbox, pocket toolbox. Also here there are some pockets here, as you see here, but bigger pockets, and inside there, between two layers of clear type, I actually have two materials, which is epoxy putty, what you see here. So if I need to repair a few things, I can take out these two parts. I can take the clear tape out, take them out, mix them together, and they will become a gray putty. I can fill a few holes or cracks or anything like that, and in 1 hour or 4 hours will become very hard, kind of sticky. Yeah, so it can be used as a glue or fill-in material, and after that can be drilled and paint over and things like that. It's not a lot of material, so this pocket here is just 1 millimeter, 1.5 millimeter or 2 millimeters deep, so it's not a lot, but this together it's enough just to patch up few things, cracked toy or a dent somewhere. Yeah, so it's used just for small repairs, and again when I get home I can actually refill this. On the other side, On this side here, there are a few things. First of all, the cover is marked, as you can see, as I told you, by 0.5 millimeter resolution. And also I have these circles here that in this way I can actually measure what screw it is, what M it is. I can tell by my eyes, but sometimes I make mistakes, so I would like to actually check out myself with this scale. So I put the screw, and if it's matching one of the circles, I know what dimension is the screw, what metric type it is. And also if I put the head on this line here, I can also see the length, so I can sort out screws which I find on the bench or somewhere. I can know what screw it is and put it back in a screw box, or put it back on the, if I take it out from somewhere. Also, this feature here, it used that in a combination with the pen and maybe the ruler, what I showed you before. If I put that ruler here, I actually can use this feature as a primitive caliper. Yeah, so depending on how much this will go up and down, I can measure the difference between the first position of the tip and the next position on the tip, and I'll know how much I measured. Yeah, so a very primitive caliper, or a deep gauge. If I put the pen on the other side, the same. If I move the pen and I measure the difference on the first reading and the second reading, I can actually see what is the deep from this down to the point of the pen, yeah, to the point end. It's primitive, but in emergency it's working. Now, the pocket clip, as I told you, is for the pocket, and it can be removed. It's staying inside with a special geometry and some magnets underneath of that, so we'll keep that pocket clip inside. And now on this side I have the rest of the double-sided screwdriver bits, which are this side are Imperial. I don't use them too much, that's why they are, you know, put on the back. I have the metric part on the other side. I still have another brush here, which is much finer. It's have much finer tips for a different kind of cleaning. These are TX10 security drivers, which are shaped. They are cut to be only 3 millimeters thick to enter here, and they are used for servicing my multi-tool. If I need to tighten or loose these joints here, I have to use the security tips, because this is what this tool is. Also here I have two bits. One is the tungsten scriber, as I show you here, and the other one is deburring tool. Yeah, so if I put this in the screwdriver bit, so this one, I actually can use it as a deburring, to debur, to take the bar out from the effect of elephant foot. If I have a 3D print like this, or if I cut a plastic pipe or anything like that, I can debur it with this. And these two parts here, if I show you here, one, if I take it out, it's a tip for resetting the electronics. It's have a blunt tip, so will not damage the button. And also here I have a glow-in-the-dark mini toothpick. I don't use this in my mouth. I actually use it for small cleaning in small spaces, or moving something in small spaces. It's also have a hook feature, and the glow in the dark, it's actually, I use this when I am in unfamiliar places, like a hotel room or something like that. I charge this with light and I put it in the places where I have an object I want to see in the dark where it is, if I wake up fast, or two edges of furniture so I will not hit myself when if I go during the night to the toilet and I'm not familiar where all the furniture is arranged. I don't like to switch on the light when I do that, even if I have a light on my watch or in this part here. Now, speaking about pulling a wire through a hole with this hook, as you see here, I have a channel done which is holding a Kevlar wire here, very tough. I can use it to tie up things. It's holding, I think, up to 30 or 40 kilograms, a very tough wire, or even for sewing. So what I do for sewing, if I take one of the, I have this machining needle for sewing. I can put one wire inside and I have another wire underneath here. I'll show you in a minute, and I can punch this through with the wire loop here, punch through hard material like jeans or leather, and on the other side have a normal needle and put another wire, another string through the loop of this punch and then push the loop back. And in this way I will sew the same as the sewing machine, but obviously much slower because it's manual done, but the same principle. Yeah, so this will push the loop inside. I have another needle on that side and push the string through that loop and push the loop back. So on this side, apart from the Kevlar wire, which is very tough wire, I also have a heavy duty blade, straight blade, which I use as a scraper. As you see here, I use it as a scraper. I can scrap glue or any material from flash surfaces. Very used. This I actually have to buy a lot of spares because I use it quite a lot. Also, I have a normal hobby blade knife, or I don't know how they are called in different ways, different parts. Yeah, these have different dimension on this tail here compared with the heavy duty ones. They are both working on this side of the multi-handle. So I have one for cutting, another very thin scraper. I have the blade what I show you, that it's a scalpel, but it's actually, this is more than a scalpel. It's longer than a scalpel. And also I have a fine wood blade that it's I use to cut where I have complicated contours to cut. I use this blade because it's not very wide, so it will allow me to make the cut angles much faster. Underneath this, and I will take this part, I will take this pocket toolbox just to not take this out anymore. I have a Fresnel lens which is cut on the dimension. Yeah, so I have this part of the lens, you can see it's magnifying, and I have this part which is much more magnifying. Yeah, I have a much more rate of magnifying. I don't remember exactly how many times they magnify, but I use it quite a lot. On this side here, as you can see, I have some channels to organize stuff. Yeah, so I have another wire which I use for materials, bend it with the multi-tool, and I can make hooks and a lot of things. So this is just a material to do something if I need. I have a 2.5 millimeter drill bit, sorry, which also is working on this side here, just as you see with the needle. A 1 millimeter drill bit, again working on that side. A micro screwdriver, and micro screwdriver from Leatherman. Don't use it too much, but I have it. again working just on this side. And when I work with the micro screwdriver, instead of working with the with this full handle, let's say, I can take this off. I can take this off, and I can work with this micro screwdriver like this. So very small footprint, so I can because it's that is done for finer work. It can be done with a very small handle, as you see. Also here, I have the machining needle for sewing, a normal needle. Yeah, a normal, big needle indeed, but normal. And also some steel pins. Before I was using these needles to actually scratch on materials, on metal and anything, but now because I have this tungsten bit that it's working the same as the other bits as a scriber, like as you see here, I actually use this for that kind of thing, and I have the sewing needles just for sewing. And also some steel pins to hold some materials provisory together. Yeah, so these are in short, not very short actually, I see it's a longer video. In short, the uses for this toolbox. I hope you didn't get bored by it, but it's have quite a lot of uses, and actually that's why I designed it and I carry it with me. So I hope you have patience to watch the entire video, and you liked what I design and what I carry with me. Thank you for watching. Bye.